If you've been running a while, one of the common ailments or complaints that you'll have is tight hip flexors, tight hips, and tight glutes. And one of the ways you can know that you're having tightness in your hips and your glutes is that it feels like when you're running, your stride isn't opening up as much as it used to. It almost feels like it's hard to get your legs to open up. The good news is that a little bit of stretching and a little bit of foam rolling, you can help release some of the tension that's in your hip flexors and glutes and open that stride back up. So I want to show you a few different exercises that you can do at your home on your own to loosen up these muscles. Now to start, the idea is that with each exercise, you want to try to hold it for 30 seconds on each side, and you want to get to the point where you're able to do about 3 reps per each side. So I'll walk through just kind of 1 rep for a short amount of time to show you the activity. But as you start building your program, think about taking these exercises, doing them 30 seconds per exercise on each side and doing 3 sets of it. So the first one that you can do is that you can start by laying on your back, and you can either have your foot up or down. And what you want to do is bring your leg up towards you like this. And when you do this, what you're going to feel is a stretch right here on kind of the side where the hip flexor is. And when you stretch in general, you don't want to stretch to the point of pain. You want to stretch till you feel kind of tension, and that's where you want to hold it for 30 seconds, and then repeat on the other side, and then get to 3 sets. So that's the first exercise, which is really good for hips. The second one is a combination of hips and glutes, and the way I like to do it is that you want to take one foot, cross it over your knee, and then you're going to bring your other knee up so it's almost 9 degrees, and you're going to start feeling a tension again right here, and then also into the glutes. Again, bring it up to the point of tension, hold for 30 seconds, repeat on the other side. One of the things you might notice, that I notice a lot, is that I have a lot more tension in one side of the hip and glutes than the others, and exercises like this can help really expose which side is a little bit tighter than the other. So that's the second one. The third one is, this is more of a kind of a groin exercise than hip or glutes, but it fits right in that family. And this one is a very simple butterfly type stretch where you're going to take your feet, you put them together like this, or if you look from the side, like from this, and you're going to slowly bring your heels back towards your body to the point where you're comfortable. You're going to keep your back straight, and you're going to push up, and then slowly press your knees towards the floor, either with your elbows or just by doing it yourself. Find that point of tension. Hold for 30 seconds, and you're going to really feel a nice stretch in the groin, which is going to help in that overall region here, like that. Okay? And then the final stretch that I like to do is a very popular one among runners, and one way to do this is by placing maybe a pillow down and putting your knee on top, but you can do it without it. But what you want to do is place one knee down, place the other knee forward, almost a 9-degree angle. Keep your back straight, and you're going to slowly lean forward while keeping your back straight. And what you're going to feel, what you're looking for, is that tension right here up front and kind of the front inner part of the hip flexor. And this is a great stretch. Hold it again for 30 seconds. Switch sides, do 3 repeats of that. So those are 4 really quick exercises that you can incorporate into your routine. In general, best to do it when your legs are warmed up, so after a run or recently after a run, or if you have already ran during the day and you're doing this later in the night. What I sometimes like to do is just to get the leg moving, so do some stand up, do some circles with the leg, some side-to-side motion just to get things loosened up, and then drop down to the static flexing. Incorporate into your routine, see if it helps make things better. You don't have to get crazy about it. Sometimes I like to put on just an episode of Netflix and watch the show as I'm doing my stretching, but in a couple weeks you keep doing this, you'll notice remarkable improvements.